Hey, what's up everybody? It's Chad. What I'm going to discuss with you today, very briefly, is it's common with people looking to detoxify themselves. They will use grapes. Now, grapes are an excellent source of. They have very, very good astringent qualities. They're easy on the digestion. They're easy for most people to chew. And the good thing with grapes is, I mean, even if you get them, somewhat unripe, like say you get some black grapes or even some red ones and you can see that there's a lot of white on that, it's not really going to be doing damage to your teeth like, say oranges or some sort of citrus fruit might be. And also citrus fruit, unless you have a really keen eye, if you're new to eating a lot of fruit, it can be very hard to decipher what is ripe and what is not. But one thing that I see that's very important is that people steer clear of conventionally grown grapes, or also you could call them non-organic grapes. And the reason being, I'll show you in a second. One of the things with detoxification that a lot of people are looking to get out of their body are sulfur. So sulfur compounds can get into our system from numerous sources, and I'm talking about sulfur in the inorganic form. So things that we would get from drugs, pharmaceutical drugs, antibiotics they're called sulfa drugs, and then also things like certain dietary supplements. If you take a multivitamin and let's see, off the top of my head, copper sulfate. So say your multivitamin has copper in it, but if you look at the ingredient list and it has copper sulfate, you're putting sulfur into your system. Now, the issue with that is sulfur has burning qualities on the body. When I was on my juice feast, I released sulfur in the in bowel movements, and it didn't feel good. Now, and also a big thing with it is that for people who are suffering from candida, have chronic fatigue, anything like that, even yeast infections, they're all kind of one and the same. The candida can thrive inside of the sulfur that gets embedded in our deep within our cell walls. So now we're looking to get that out through the process of detoxification, but I just wanted to show you, these are just my thoughts. I'm not a chemist or anything like that, but it just kind of stands to reason that when you're consuming non-organic grapes, most of the time they are treated with potassium metabisulfate, or I don't know if they really use sodium metabisulfate, or excuse me, there's metabisulfates and then there's bisulfites. And what I want to do, the grapes have either been sprayed with these compounds, and it can get into the skin, so it becomes, interstitial, if you will. So the likelihood of being able to wash it off, I don't know. I mean, I've done things like soak grapes in, water with apple cider vinegar and hydrogen peroxide. But if you're really looking to clean yourself deep and you're going to actually do some sort of, grape feast and live on grapes, I would just, if I couldn't get organic, I would forego it until I could. But another thing I just wanted to show you is just to see what comes with a lot of these cases of grapes. I work in produce, so I see this stuff all the time, and this is one of the fun things that I see that comes with packaged fruits. So this shows you right here, I don't know if you can see it, but this is a pad, and I don't really even like holding it, but it comes on top of the case. So it's actually a fungicidal pad, and you can see the chemicals that, let me see if I can get that there. So the anhydrous sodium bisulfite. So anhydrous just means without water, but the sodium bisulfite, I mean, it's a sulfur compound, and it tells you all sorts of, first aid if inhaled, blah blah blah. So guess that you kind of get the idea. I don't want to hold it anymore. But so, always do your best to source the cleanest form of fruit you can. I mean, I've definitely, since coming off of my juice feast, I've really run into a bunch of issues when it comes to fruit. I mean, right now, I kept on trying to eat various citrus fruits, and just in the process of, like the organic ones that I was, obtaining, they were pretty much garbage. There were some tangerines that I found that were good, but we had a lot of vibrant, conventionally grown produce at work, and I'd try to peel it and then I'd eat it, and I'd start to feel my body react to the pesticides, and I tried chopping it and just eating it like that, but even with just like my lips touching just a little bit of the peel, just accidentally, I started to feel funky, and it was not the energy of the fruit, and I know it was not a placebo effect because I don't want it to happen. It's just like, I was doing it actually kind of without thought. I'd just be like, oh, okay, well, here's a piece of fruit. This one I haven't tried yet. Just chop it open, eat it. Like 10 minutes later, I start to feel funky. I'm like, what's going on? Oh, yeah, that's what it is. So do your best. Find the cleanest source of fruit that you can. And yeah, so if you have any further questions on that, send comments down below and subscribe to my videos, like and share. Of course, go out, have fun. See you later.